Alright guys, I'm back. So this is going to be part 2 of my haul. Yeah, pretty much everything else. Some of them are like Christmas gifts and stuff, but it's just pretty much a haul type of thing. It has a mix of coloring books and supplies and stuff. And I hope you enjoyed part 1. So I'm going to first start off, I think, with the books and then just kind of go off from there. Now, I haven't swatched all of my supplies, and what I can do is open some packages with you and kind of we can scribble it down on a piece of paper or something and talk about it and see like our thoughts and things like that if you want. Yeah, I will go ahead and show you the books. So, first book I'm going to show you is this one, which is Magic Dreamland, and this is by Mei Zhang, and this coloring book was pretty popular a little while ago because Doodle Robot was doing like a group buddy color thing going, and I really wanted to join in, but I just had a hard time finding this book, and it was just way too expensive. And I just kind of kept it on the radar. And then she's not doing that color along anymore, but it finally went down to an affordable price, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it. So I picked it up before it's like gone and you can't find it anymore. It has like this creamy colored type of paper. It's a very unusual paper. It's thicker than newsprint, but I saw all these other people do amazing things in this book, and it took like paint really well, and I thought, you know, I really want to try it and have a go. I really like that there's like a character on every page, and there's like you could create a story to go with what's going on. It's almost like what's going on in the mind or something. But yeah, I was really fascinated by this book when I saw it on Doodle's channel, and I wanted to get it if I ever could get it to a point where it was an affordable price. So I'm so glad I was able to pick that up. The next book I have is this one. It's called Disney Advanced Coloring by Bendon. I got this at Five Below, which is a store here in the US. And I saw it like as an advertisement, and I'm like, oh, that's fun. If I ever go to Five Below, I'll look for it. And I happened to find it. So I picked one up, and it's single-sided, and it just has like Disney pages. A lot of it seems very pop art like, and I thought this would just be a fun book just to have as a simple color. I love this thing. It's a very smooth paper, and it's actually really nice paper for a coloring book, and for under $5, you know. Lots of fun Disney pages to color. Here's another one of those. So you definitely like pop art. So yeah, when I saw it, I knew that I wanted to pick it up. And it doesn't have like an ISBN because it didn't have one on the back, but Bendon makes it, and Bendon makes all like kids coloring books and stuff. So yeah, it's a legit coloring book, just so you guys know. Just reaching. Next one I have is this one. So I am totally into the whole Mini Mania world. I love all of the Mini Mania books, and Mini Mania 5 was coming out, and I knew that I needed to save up my pennies and get this book because I just love all of the books, but I knew she was going to have a panda bear in this book, and you guys know pandas are my favorite, so yeah, it was a must-have. And all these, see, there's a panda page. I think I saw one of her panda pages. I think I saw this one on Instagram, and I said, oh my gosh, pandas are my favorite, I love it. And she said, now I need to do a second panda page just because you love pandas. So thank you, Gabby Wolf, for making me a second panda page, which you saw in the back, because I just love panda bears. So of course I need to get the book. I like this. It looks very Scandinavian design. Look, there's the pandas. So cute, so cute. And I don't think this one has duplicates. I think this one just has all different pictures going through and one set line art color too, which is nice. I picked up this one, which is called Cottage Core Kawaii Chibi Coloring Book by Alba Leon. And this one I was a little skeptic because I wasn't sure what I could be getting myself into. I mean, there was pictures and there was an artist and it said that they were legit, but I wasn't sure, and so I just took the plunge because I thought it looked fun and I wanted to color it, and I thought that it would take markers really well because it's just Amazon print. Now they don't really have like a nose, it's just like a little spot. So you would want to create shading to create like a nose. And I'm actually working on that, learning how to do that. Basically, they've given you a pinpoint of where the nose should land, where the highlight should land, so you can create your nose. But yeah, I wanted to get this one and have a go in it and see how I feel about it. I picked up Fairy Beauties by Coco Wayo. I know a lot of people got this one. I think what influenced me the most is when I saw Elm Colors. I think she got it, and she was telling us the ideas she had in this book, and also Disney Meg had gotten it. And yeah, after seeing so many flips, it kind of was like, yeah, I need to get it too. And I am a sucker for fairy and fantasy, so of course it needed to be added to my collection. And yeah, I can't wait to dive in and color some of these. Like this type of thing, you could like color these in like different periods of time. You wouldn't have to color the whole page in one day if you didn't want to. Look at all of her hair. So beautiful. Again, lily. Lilies are one of my favorite flowers. So yeah, I picked up the Fairy Beauties. I have quite the Coco Wayo collection, I will say. I did pick up this one from Alexandra Franzese. I haven't been picking up the really easy ones of hers because I'm not drawn to those. And I don't have every mandala book she has. I'm only drawn to like select ones. But this kawaii mandalas, I was totally gung-ho for. And I don't know if my line work is just lighter or what, but it seems very gray, like almost like a light gray. There's no dark line. And maybe that's the way she intended it to be, or maybe it's just my print job. So I'll have to color one of these up and see how I feel about it. It may be designed like that on purpose so that your colors pop off the page more, or if you want to cover up harsher lines with paint pens or something, it's easier to do so. I'm not sure, but mine was a pretty faded gray color. I got a few of these cute little books. I've found lately I needed a lot of stress-free coloring, so these cute books have really become, like, I don't want to say a staple. So this is Cozy Friends by Coco Wyo, Cute and Comfy Coloring Book. And I know they came out with 2 other ones. One is like a spooky one, and one is like they're going to town. There's like an alligator or something on the front. The town one, the alligator one, I want to get sometime, or I put it on my wish list as to wanting it. But I don't know if I will pick up the spooky one, because I have plenty of Halloween things, and that one doesn't really call to me right now. But I will show you this one, just a little bit of a glimpse. I'm actually part of their Facebook group, and it's so fun to see what people do with these pages. I mean, some of them color them just straight, and that's cool. But some of them really go to town with creating patches, like on the dog, and creating different textures and just different things. And I just think it's awesome to see what kind of creativity people do. So I got the Cozy Friends one. I got this one. I think this one like started it all, but I don't know exactly. This is the Fuzzy Friends super cute coloring book. It's by Vivi Tinta or Tinta or whatever. But I remember, I think I saw this one very first before any of the other ones. I don't know if this one came first, but it was the one I saw first. And it's just those simple designs, again, that you can add textures and lines, and there's a little bit of every season going on here. I saw Halloween ones, some summer ones, spring, and all fun stuff. So I got that one. I got the Little Corner by Coco Wyo. So this one is more just the little corner scenes. I don't think there's actual characters in this, but that's okay. I thought that this one would be a great way to practice those textures, or actually put my washi tape into different elements on the page, which you guys all know I love to do different things. Oh, there's a character there. These ones have this one has a really thick black line. So if you have markers that tend to bleed out a little, you probably could get away with it in this one. There's some characters on that one. See, isn't that so cute? Cute little, cozy little nooks and spaces to color. And these type of books, I feel like they're the perfect, like, one-a-day coloring books. So a book like this would be a great challenge to do, like a one-a-day challenge, because they're not overly complex, but you can make them be as complicated as you want them to be, with like shading and texture and all that fun stuff. And then the last one I got here with the little size here is the Fuzzy Huga, and this one is by the Vivi Tinta. And this one I thought would be perfect for autumn time, when the seasons are going to be changing, and we're going into like August and September. The school year will be starting, and sometimes it feels good to just cozy up and by the nice fireplace. And I really like that this one has a little fox in it. Speaking of foxes, this book came out, and it was Curious Foxy World Spring Coloring Book. Who did I see this on? Oh my gosh, I think it was Michelle from Kits and Caboodles, or I don't remember what her channel's name is. I'm sorry. I saw it on her channel and I was like, there's a fox one, because I knew about all the Morgan O'Brien Matchstick Mouse things, and we kind of have a fox thing at this house. My 12-year-old autistic son, he loves foxes, and we've got quite a few foxes, and he wants to be a fox for Halloween. He wants his hair to look like a fox. He wants to dye his hair the color of a fox. He just is really into foxes, and so we do a lot of foxy type of things at our house. This one is by Jennifer Rowling, and I don't like that it has the black backing because it does roll a little bit, but this is like a countdown because they have numbers on the side, but they're the circle look, and they're just those little images in the circles. The reason why I don't like the black backing is because it makes the paper come off kind of like a gray hue, and that's not my favorite thing, but they're really cute images. I mean, look at these guys, they're friends. Look at him, he's just floating, relaxing. That's what I need to do, relax in the water. There's the hiking one. Fishing. So cute. So this is the Curious Foxy World Spring Coloring Book, and I hope if they come out with more in this series, they just change the paper, because I really like the concept of the little fox guy. I did get the latest from Camellia Jokova, which is the 50 diminutive summer scenes to color, and this one just has different summer scenes. It's not just houses, there actually are things going on, and there's a Christmas in July type of one because of the Santa. Now, I haven't colored in it yet because I hadn't hauled it yet. But yeah, it's like the line work, her line work used to be like really thick, and now she's kind of gotten it a little thinner, but not like thin. But I noticed the line work is a lot thinner in this compared to other books that she has. I wish that it was a tad bit thicker, but I do appreciate if you want to go over it with your acrylic paint pens and things. You can do it very easily when the line work isn't super thick. So yeah, I have that one. And then the last book I have here is the newest one of Morgan O'Brien. At least I think it's the newest one. They go so fast and they come out with the things so quickly. It's hard for me to keep up. It's Matchstick Mouse, a rainy day coloring book. Mine got kind of like creased by the mailing or the mail drop off. So yeah, I love that one with the fort. I think that reminds me of my kids so much. They love to build forts. They take my dining room chairs and do all sorts of things. Right now we have a giant magnetic building with magnet blocks in our family room. Yeah, they are definitely creative. So much fun. This one's really cute. Berries. We could use some rain where I live. It's very hot and the grass is starting to die because of the heat. So yeah, that was Matchstick Mouse, a rainy day coloring book. Now I'm going to kind of start out with some supplies. First supply I want to share with you is I got some like standard paintbrushes, and these aren't anything super glamorous or fancy. These are pretty budget-friendly type paintbrushes. You could choose whatever color you wanted. I just chose purple because my kids got to a lot of my paintbrushes and they were painting things, and I just needed some more of a variety of shapes and sizes. And I will use really fancy watercolor brushes for my watercolors, and I don't let my kids touch those, but sometimes when I just want to paint with acrylics or paint with like gouaches or try different techniques with maybe like scribbling a water-based marker and adding water and just kind of see what happens. Sometimes I just want a cheap paintbrush. I don't need anything fancy. So I picked up these because I needed some small ones, and I needed like a few of these square like ones, and I needed like another filbert, and I think this one's like a filbert. So yeah, I mean, I could have spent big money on really expensive brushes, but I don't have big money, and you know what? These will do the job for now. And then once they're done, I don't feel bad throwing them away. Let's see. We'll talk about brushes for a minute. So I got these. I swear I opened these. Watch, I probably didn't. And I know what they are though. These are another brush. Just open it. So these brushes I've seen on a lot of channels. These have different colors, and I got these. They're like a short stubby type brush, and I saw a lot of people using these with their gel crayons and their oil pastels, and they're finding it really easy to move it around on their page. And that's what I was struggling with. I would use my fingers, but as you can see, I don't have little skinny fingers, and so it's really hard for me not to get oil pastel everywhere, or gel crayon or gelato. And so I thought I'd pick up some of these brushes because I could get into those spots better and create a softer appearance. And it was cheaper too, instead of just getting one set, to get the range of colors. So basically I might as well just take them all out. That way I'm not keeping things in boxes. So they have purple, blue, green, orange, and yellow. And you get 3 of each color. And you definitely can feel they're a better quality brush than, say, this one. But yeah, so I got these to try, and I want to say I saw these on somebody's channel. I watch so many channels I forget the names, but yeah, I was really fascinated with these, and I had them on my wish list for a long time, and I just decided that I wanted to get them and try them. Another thing I wanted to try were these. They're called Artist Blending Sponge Blending Lightning Highlight. So I don't know if that's necessarily what I would use them for, but open them if I can. Sorry for that noise. It probably sounded horrible on your end. But you got 4 here. These 2 are the same. These 2 are the same. This side is like a silicone stub type of thing, and this side feels more soft. It's hard though. It doesn't bend. So I feel like this is more kind of like those Can't even think what a lot of people use to blend their oil pastels, the blending stumps. If it almost feels like one of those. And I thought, I wonder if these would be a really good thing to use for oil pastels, because you have this silicone side, and I've tried the silicone like brush things. They don't work, I'll be honest, the ones that look like a brush. But since these are more of like a stub, I wonder if you can get a different effect with these. So I want to really try these out with oil pastels and gelatos and things like that, things that are of that soft, creamy nature, and see what kind of effects I can get. And these weren't that expensive, so yeah. And the next brushes I'm going to share with you are these ones. So these ones are nail extension gel brush set. So they're actually designed for your fingernails. And the reason why I wanted to get these is because these particular, well, nail paintbrushes in general are softer than a regular paintbrush, is what I was told by a fellow YouTuber who's like really good with gouache. Oh man, I'm not thinking of anybody's names tonight, I'm telling you. But she's really good with gouache, and she's new to me. And she recommended these brushes with the Hemi gouache, and she has several Hemi gouache sets. And so I decided I really want to get into that, and so I picked up this nail extension gel brush set, and then I also picked up this ceramic pan thing, because how she does it is she takes the gouache and she puts it in a pan like this, or ceramic dish, and adds water as she goes. And I watched her do a whole process, and I thought it was awesome, so I really want to try that too. And so I got this ceramic one. I thought it was cool, so yeah. And then I got these brushes so that I can try that, because I was just really fascinated how she did a whole background in a Hannah Carlson book, and I really want to try something like that, because she inspired me. And I wish I could tell you what her name is, but I can't, because I can't think of it, and it's after midnight, and I apologize. But yeah, it was just amazing to watch. So of course I had to, when I had the funds, pick those things up so I can try it. Speaking of gouache, just reaching. I did get a Hemi gouache, because I did have a gouache in the past. It was from Magic Fly or something like that. It was crap. It was crap gouache, I will tell you. I didn't have any Hemi gouache. I didn't have an Artex gouache. All I had was this Magic Fly stuff that lasted 6 months, and there was no reviving it, and it didn't even give me the colors that I wanted. And so, yeah, I was thoroughly disappointed, and then it kind of put me off of wanting to do gouache. So I picked up this one, and if things go well, then maybe I will get more in the future. It comes that tray, and this is a split gouache. Now this does come with paintbrushes, but I didn't want to get the full solid little compartment gouaches. I wanted to get a 2-packer, because I think that this will last me a while, and by the time I'm done with it, I would want a new set anyway, because they can dry out really quickly. Now, I know you can revive them, but yeah, I thought I would try this first, because I looked at the different colors, and the colors that I definitely knew I wanted is I knew I wanted like a skin tone, like a nude. I wanted plenty of yellows, and as long as you have red, white, and blue, you can create almost any color in the rainbow that you desire. But I was also trying to see if they had some lighter tones that I could create pastel looks. And they had this lilac color, and I'm used to seeing like dark purples and stuff. So I was fascinated with the lilac color and the Naples yellow. And they have two types of white, titanium white and regular white. And it says if you put water with this particular wash, it should reactivate it. So that's good news to me. Sorry, guys. And on these, they actually say the color, so I don't have to guess. Like this one says orange 22, salmon pink 21. The only drawback is they don't say it on the actual thing. So I think when I take these off, either I won't take it off all the way, I'll leave it like slightly on, so that way I could lay it back down when I'm done. Or if I do take them off all the way, maybe I will put like with a permanent marker, like on the side, the number, like the yellow green is 18, and that says 18 up there. I could just write 18, and you know, so I know what is what. But I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really care unless I'm trying to teach a tutorial. When I paint, I just pick paint and I just go. I don't really focus on, oh, I need this particular color, and this particular color has to be sunset orange. It can't be orange orange. I make the color I need. And so, I mean, I like to have a reference so that if I'm ever doing a tutorial or I'm doing videos for you guys, I like to be able to tell you the color that I'm using, because I know looking through a video, you can't always tell the difference between yellow green and perfume lily green, you know, and that's those two right there. I mean, I can see the difference, but maybe you guys can't through the camera. So I can understand why knowing color names and stuff is important. But yeah, enough about all that. I just want to show you I got this to go with the whole gouache thing. All right. I'm just reaching over. My Prismacolor pencil sharpener had broke, so I needed to get a new pencil sharpener for my Prismas. And the one that I recommend for people that love Prismas, the number one I recommend is this one right here. It's called the T-Gal pencil sharpener. I just got the clear one, and I usually like to turn mine to a number 3 because that is the perfect size for me for sharpening, and it's a manual, so you don't need batteries, and these are very affordable, and it doesn't eat up your Prismacolor pencils. And I think the Prismacolor pencil sharpener is great too, but if you drop it like that, it will shatter. That is what happened to mine. So I highly recommend the T-Gal because the Prisma one breaks really easily. I mean, if you're really good at not being clumsy, then go for it. But I'm pretty bad. So yeah, I definitely needed to pick one up. So I picked this up after my Prismacolor one had busted. And it's just been sitting here waiting to be hauled because I know there's several of you out there that love Prismacolors, and don't like to use like electric sharpeners because you feel like you're losing pencil, this is the one I would recommend to you. Now, if you don't mind using an electric sharpener, my favorite is the AFMAT electric pencil sharpener. It can sharpen any size of pencil and any shape of pencil I own. So that's like my go-to pencil sharpener if I don't have a nice either manual one or hand crank. So this would be my manual of choice. The AFMAT is my electric of choice, and then my cranking one is a Mitsubishi, and that's my crank of choice. So I have 3 that I kind of go through. Crayola came out with some new things, and I had to pick them up because it was Crayola and it's new and fun, and it's the inner kid in me. It's called the Swirl. Now, I didn't get the regular crayons because when I hold regular crayons, a lot of times I break them in half because I have such a mammoth grip. So I got the twistable ones, and I got the colored pencils. And so they have different colors in them, 4 different colors in each crayon. And I'm not exactly sure what kind of effects we're going to be getting here, but I thought they would be just fun to try. And if they're like a total bust, I'll just give them to my kids. It's no big deal. And the pencils are the same deal. And this reminds me of the Tri-Blend colored pencils, and they come from Koh-i-Noor, and I think Crayola has one for their signature brand, but these have 4 colors in it, and I think those ones only have 3 because they're tri, or maybe one has 2, or maybe, I'm pretty sure it's 3, but these have 4. So I definitely want to have a play with these kind of things. I really, for a while now, I've been wanting to do a series on budget-friendly items on a coloring page, and this would totally be fun to try and see what happens. So I got those. And if you're interested in like seeing me test these on camera, I'm more than happy to do so. I just don't know how quickly I can do it. Maybe I could do it in like a short video or something. When I was at Five Below, I did grab some supplies as well. I picked up these. This is a 16 count scented felt tip pen. And yeah, I think they're just a fine tip pen, pretty much. That's what it seems like to me. They almost look kind of like a Paper Mate Flare. Yeah, they really look like a Paper Mate Flare. It says Sandalwood Fine Liner on it. Oh, but it doesn't have an end like a flare. It has a tip like a fine tip. Yeah, this would be like a water-based fine tip marker. And these are fun. I like how they have some pastel colors. That's always fun. When you get fine liner pens, sometimes they don't even have pastel range, so that'll be fun to have a play with. And those simple books that I was showing you, you could use these to create texture in those books. I got these. These are 12 neutral alcohol markers, and they had the regular markers too, but I have plenty of regular markers. I was drawn to it because of the neutral mellow color scheme, because they have lots of colors in here that aren't in your standard marker pack. So I was drawn to like this blue color, or it kind of reminds me of a base of like a denim, and these yellows are more of a muted color palette, and so I want to definitely give these a try as well. So since they're from the bargain store, I'm not going to expect anything like miraculous. Of course, I pull out the black one. Come on, how boring is that? But here's this like dark purpley color, and it doesn't, it says reddish brass on it. And it's got the chisel, and this chisel, I don't know if you can see that, that chisel is exactly like, does this one have a chisel? This is dusty. A Prismacolor. Nope, that's a brush. I know I have a chisel one. For all of these brushes, yeah, I only have the Prismacolor brush ones right here. But these have the chisel end that looks like the Prismacolor chisels. I have a few of those, but they must be in another box. And then the fine tip. So basically, these have ends like the Prismacolor Premier Nice markers. We'll see how they perform, but yeah, they work really, really well, and I like burn through them. And I wish I would have bought more than one package, but yeah, I thought they would be fun to have a play with, and yeah, it's always fun to get new stuff. And then they had these. See the dust? It's from sitting on my desk. These are the 28 illustration marker sets, soft and fine point dual tip markers. So we've got the fine tip like your fine liner, but this end is the one that I was interested in. I wanted to know if it was a stiff brush or a bendy brush. Let's just pull one out. Pink. So it's like a triangular barrel. Yeah, that's typical fine liner pen. And oh, it bends a little. Yeah, this would be good for your journaling. It doesn't snap very great, but what can you expect? They're cheap. They're not expensive, but at least the colors match on both ends. I've gotten pens like this, and you like mark with one side and the other side is like, no. Can you see it on the other side? Doesn't bleed through. So yeah, I got these to have a play, and I always enjoy getting things that I can use in my journals that I know won't bleed through to the other side. I got this little sticker book from Five Below. It says so many filling stickers, and there's a lot of words. There's some other things, but there's lots of words in here too, and I don't have very many word stickers, and so yeah, there's a whole bunch of emojis. Ice creams. This one I liked actually because during the summer we pick days of the month to have an ice cream day at our house, and I put ice cream stickers on those days, or a snow cone day or whatever. Serene as a sloth, sweet as candy, happy as a clam. See, these are fun. You could add things like this to like a Lulu Mayo page, and those are just fun. And you could add things like this, like little stickers of different things. I love to add stickers to my pages. It's just lots of fun. Because coloring is supposed to be fun, right? I did get these. Just moving some things. So I didn't know that the Derwent Chromaflows were going to come out with a 150 set. And I'm just checking to make sure I'm still recording. So I finally was able to afford the 72. I buy the 72, and it was like 3 days later they had the 150. I was kind of bummed, but at the same time, it's fine. I'll just use these. I mean, I used that one already really well. And I've already sharpened all these, so they're good to go. A few of these, you know, I've used on different projects, but yeah, it's okay. I can use the 72 and make it work, and then when they're down to nothingness, then maybe I'll get the big one if I really, really love them. So yeah, I got the Derwent ChromaFlows 72 count, and 72 pencils is more than enough for me. And I like to mix my pencils anyway, so it works. I did get this. This is kind of dusty. It says candies on it. This was on a sale a while back. Like I said, I've had these for a while. And these are mechanical colored pencils. They're 4 candies colored pencils. And I believe these pencils were on Jojo Sahana's channel, but she had them in like a tubey thing. And I want to say Jody, the J.I. colorist, had these, and she uses them a lot in the Lulu Mayo books, and I thought that was awesome because those books are perfect size for travel, and this is ideal for travel. And I did swatch out a couple just because I wanted to get a feel for what they felt like. They actually feel really nice for a mechanical colored pencil. So yeah, they don't come like in color order. I've already arranged them, so you can clearly see. And they do have this for refills, and this empty barrel thing is actually a pencil sharpener, and this will hold your shavings. And then there's an eraser on the end here, so this and that. And then there's a swatch card, and then it comes in this nice little travel case. And I want to say it was under like 10 bucks when it was on sale. But even if it's not on sale, I want to say it's like $13 or $14. They're not that expensive, and for what you get, I think it's a pretty good deal. I picked up these. These are brand new. Well, obviously. A lot of things are brand new, Jamie, of course. But these are brand new from Papermate. They're Ink Joy gel pens. But what fascinated me about these is you can color on black paper and they should pop out. And I wondered how the white would do. I mean, these are awesome too. But I actually want to see, because I've been sitting here taunting me for a while. Like, open me, and of course I can't open it because I'm having issues, and I don't have like fingernails or anything. I'll eventually get it open. I was gonna pull them out anyway. So first off, I like an Ink Joy pen, and we'll use this black stuff just to scribble on, just to see how they do. They always have a little ball on the end you have to remove. It's like I think it's like a piece of glue. Let's see, did I get it all off? Some of them come off really easy and some of them don't. They said it should go on over black really well, but I'm seeing, I mean, it does, but they're like fading. I'm just wondering if I have to get it to work. Don't know. These may have been a flop. See about the green. It could be this particular paper. I don't have any black paper like by my desk, so I can't really. Looks like when they dry, they pop out a little bit more. The blue, yeah, I'll have to give these a better play with more stuff, but I don't really go over too many things that is black paper. They say that they're really good on the white paper. Maybe I just need to work them out a little bit, because after I worked it out, look how smooth that one got, the green. Maybe that's the problem. I just need to work them out a little bit. Let's try this over the pink. That just makes the pink want to turn colors. But if I go over these little colored dots, they go white. So I guess I'll just have to try it like over different things, like different mediums and stuff, just to see like over pencils, over markers, over water-based markers, over watercolors, just to see what you get. It's like you have to first get the glue totally off, and then you can get a good scribble. And these are really nice colors. These would be great for journaling, because these don't bleed through your paper. You know, I gotta have yellow, and they last forever. So yeah, I'm excited about these. And this is, you could say it's teal. My daughter calls it cyan. Cyan is one of her favorite colors right now. And look at that, it's pretty. So yeah, I got these Papermate Ink Joy, and they call them the Brights or the Brilliance collection. Pops on light and dark paper. And we tried to do it on the dark, but I didn't really see any like massive, but it could be this type of paper too. And the only other papers I have in here, my desk, like I have colored paper, but it's not black. So I'll have to give these a better run through on black paper later. So I'll just set those aside, put this away. There's my garbage. Hang on just a second. I'm going to grab the next thing. Next thing here, I have the Derwent Artist pencils. These I got at Christmas time, and I've already sharpened them and used them a little bit. And I love Derwent, first of all. And the person that told me that these were great pencils was actually Sarah from Coloring Down Under. She hasn't been doing videos for a while now, but she said that she had the Derwent Artist pencils and she just loved using them. And yeah, now I have the set and I can't wait to like really get into it. And yeah, so they've been patiently sitting waiting for me to like really dive in. So yeah, got those as a Christmas present at Christmas time. And to go with those, I got this case, and it should fit all of the pencils. I think, yeah, it's one of those where you put the pencils in the compartments. I think it's two to a compartment. It might be 3, but I think it's 2. And I'll see if I can fit all those in there. And if I have like more than enough room, maybe I'll put the Chroma Flows in here as well. I did pick up some oil pastels during this long period of time, and they've just been sitting here. I got these ones that are Paul Rubens, the 60 colors. I've seen these on a lot of channels and a lot of people love them. And then I got these ones, and these ones have been on my wish list for a long time. These are the budget friendly ones that a lot of people recommend because they perform beautifully without breaking the bank. So I got these and these, and man, if you guys saw my oil pastel collection, I have a lot, because I also like to do it on canvas, and I like to oil paint, and this is another way to kind of feel like I'm oil painting without buying a million oil painting supplies. So yeah, I have these, and then I got those blenders so we can have a play and do what we want to do. I'm not going to open these up because we're already at a pretty lengthy video, but I got these 2 sets of oil pastels. All right, I needed to get some acrylic markers because they were on sale, of course, and Arteza is a really good brand, and these are the different colors. What I liked about these is they had a dot tip and a fine tip, and I actually like that they have a dot tip, because I've been looking at different techniques, and I would really like to take on a page kind of using the dot method with paint, and this would be really cool technique to try. These ones are metallic, and these ones are just your regular colors. So here's your regular colors. Obviously I haven't swatched these out, but here's all your metallics, and they have a white in here as well. And when I saw these, it was like if you bought things as like a package or something like that, you could get these. And I was like, okay. And it was like $1 more or $2 more or something. And so I was like, okay, I'll try them. I mean, they're pastel tones. I can always use pastel ones. And they don't have the colors on there, but they're brush tip and a fine tip. They're shuttle art, so it makes me kind of leery because I haven't always had the best luck with shuttle art, but they're pastels. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try them and see what I think. And since there's not like a color chart, let's just pull out some of these colors. Or pull them all out. We can just pull them all out. They're going to all come out of the box anyway. Alright. So, as you can see, we've got tons of colors, and they're all like pastel-y shades. I mean, this isn't really pastel, but it's muted. And this is a really pretty muted green. They do say brush and fine on them. Water-based, waterproof. Works on most surfaces like paper, glass, ceramic, plastic, wood, metal, canvas, etc. They do not have color names on them. Here's your brush tip. So what's awesome about this is you don't have to pump it. And that's a score to me. And there's the fine. So yeah, always looking for more acrylic markers, and my kids like to use these too, acrylic markers. And yeah, these are a lot of colors I don't have because they're not in a standard paint pen set. And these are Arteza. Let's just pull out one and see what it looks like. I like Arteza. The white and black work really good. So here's one of these. It says dual tip markers, 1mm, 5mm. Those must be the sizes. There's your dot. And there's your fine tip, which looks like a fiber tip. So, yeah. This will be fun to play with. Lots colors there. Like I said, I haven't even swatched any of this stuff. It's just, yeah, I have all this stuff that needs to have a play with, and I haven't played with anything in a while, so I need to do that. Let's move some of these things aside. If I can do that. Probably not. Almost done, I promise. All right, these were on sale. Move some of these guys. They just want to keep popping up. These were on sale. I don't know if you can see all of them, but we'll try. These are the Arteza Pro Series Everblend Ultra H2O markers. So they're water-based markers. And I actually haven't seen them on a lot of channels. And I want to try to start working in a lot of water-based marker stuff just because they don't bleed through. And I like using markers because it saves my hand from a lot of pencil work. This one is the pastel. This is the muted tones, earth tones, and then this is bright and neon. So basically, I think I got everything. I think. But if I didn't, that's okay. And I'm sure there's probably duplicates. Did I care to really search that out? No. But I've seen these on a couple channels. I think Bubble of Coloring had them or something. And they worked really good on watercolor paper. And then she used a water brush with it and got some really cool techniques. You can also scribble it on the side on a sheet and collect it just like you would with any water-based marker. I just want to have a real play with these to see what I can do, and I've actually looked at videos of how to use this product, and it's interesting what they show. So I want to have a play to see if I can really do wet brush techniques, watercolor effects, if you need to lay down water before you lay down the color, you know, those kind of things. And I know they won't yellow my pages because they're water-based. So yeah, I'm not going to go too into detail on this because our video is already pretty long. But I picked up these sets because they were on an incredible sale. And I'm just fascinated by things I've never tried. So, of course, I picked these up. And this was a while ago. So they have been sitting on my desk for a few months. And like everything here. And there's a lot of things that we could do videos on and have a play with. So, yeah, if there's anything you see and you're like, hey, Jamie, I'd love to see you play with those in like a short video or a longer video, just let me know. Like I said, I'm just trying to show you guys everything so that I can get them put away in a home so that everything's organized and everything's off the desk. And then the last two things I'm going to show you are alcohol markers because, yes, I am a marker girl, and look how dusty. You can like literally, oh, it's crazy. These are the Artex new pastel markers. Look at these colors. Maybe you can see them from the top if I, yeah, here's the colors. I don't know if you can see them. I like Artex markers. I really do. I had the original small set of pastels and I burned through them. They were like my favorites to use because it's a brush and a chisel, and I like a chisel and I like a brush. And so when I saw that these came out and there were more colors, I just, yeah, I mean, They're a lot cheaper than buying the Ohuhus, but for me, they give a similar payoff. So yeah, these are the Artex pastel markers. There's 66, and you do get a black and a colorless blender. I haven't swatched them out, but as you can see, we've got lots of different colors in here, and they don't come pre-organized or anything. But yeah, I can't wait to have a play, because I love to use pastels as bases for my colorings, because I usually go on top to make things darker and create dimension. So there are those. And then the final thing are these Artify Art Markers Expert Series. 48 tropical colors, fine and broad tips. I will tell you guys, I do love my brush tips and stuff, but if I can't afford a brush tip and all I can afford is the chisel and a fine, I will make it work. Especially if there are colors that I've never seen before. I'd rather explore color than worry about the tips. So these ones are all the tropical set. And I have this exact box, but in the boho set as well, that I got last year. And I thought this would be a really fun thing just to take this set and work in a coloring book just with these colors, because then it would just be you're just using tropical colors. Or take the set that's just the boho set and just use that. And yeah, I think it would just be a fun experiment to use a set palette, and that's basically what you've got here. And you can do that with any brand of markers. I think Arteza comes in different little set things, and I know Ohuhu has their pastel and their different things, but it's cool when they have like these sets, like this is tropical, this is floral, this is, you know, and pencils do that too, like Prismacolor has those type of things. If you ever want to try something like that, pull kind of like your colors in a set, like a tropical set or something like that, and maybe make a challenge for yourself to just use those markers or those pencils for that book or that page. Now these ones look like this. So look at this, they say Artify. There's the number, and this is lilac. This is fine, and they're kind of like pressed flat. They're like, yeah, there's a number down there. They came with stickers, so if you wanted to add like another sticker on this side, but I find that those end up peeling off anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. And their chisel is a different shape. It's not a fat chisel. Yeah, it's a skinner, thinner chisel. And yeah, I think these would just be a fun thing to use. Now, I haven't heard anything about Art and Fly yellowing over time. Or the Artex. I know the Artex, I don't think they do, because I've had Artex markers for a while and I haven't seen any results of yellowing for Artex. But Artify, I don't know. So if you know if Artify's yellow over time, let me know. But yeah, I'll color and we'll see what happens. But that's it, guys. That is all for my ginormous haul. That is more than enough stuff to keep me preoccupied for many, many months, maybe even years. Yeah, like I said, there's always something new and there's always something cool that I think would be fun. But, you know, you get what you can, and I want to thank everyone that has given me gifts or Happy Mail and things like that. I did get sent the Color It Skin Tone, or Color Ya Skin Tone markers, and because I couldn't get the video out like on a timely schedule, I did never get that video out. But I do have those markers, and I did reach out to the company and talk to them. So I didn't show those in this, but I do have those. And I just want to thank everyone for thinking about me, reaching out to me, being my friend, and being a support. I really appreciate it. It just means so much to me that you guys are here to support me in my channel, in my art, and in my coloring journey. And yeah, just all good things. And like I said, if you saw anything that I showed today in either part 1 or part 2 that you are like really interested in and would like a video of me doing something, just let me know, and I will do my best to try to make that video. If I can't, I can't. If I can, I will try to do my best. Like I said, I am trying to juggle stuff, and, you know, being a mom, you do as much as you can. And I hope that I made your day wonderful and you enjoyed this video. Stay positive, keep smiling, and happy coloring, everyone. Bye.